people's properties that included destruction of a lot of households. We'll take a look.
Some of our colleagues are going through investigation. We held a meeting yesterday in my office with the heads of investigative bodies, and you will get a report on the discussion we had, especially on the brutal arrest, not only on our members, but on everybody outside there. We need to respect the rights of our citizens.
We are glad that some steps are now being taken in the fight against graft and corruption. That's a welcome move. Our hope is that this shall be broadened and not just narrowed to a few. However, Right Honourable Speaker, to date, it's been 5 days since the Honourable Paul Akamba, Busiki County MP, was rearrested after a court in this country had granted him bail. Rearrested not by police, because yesterday the spokesperson of Uganda Police Force said he does not know his whereabouts. Last evening I saw one of the lawyers saying they have spoken to him, but they did not say exactly where he is.
One thing I insisted to police is that if you want to arrest my member, give the summons to me. Because originally they would want to pick people anyhow. I said give me the summons. I have the summons, and as I speak now, Honorable Akamba is at CID headquarters answering charges on allegations on another case. Opposition is supposed to check what is happening, what government is doing. LOP had gone to do its oversight role around Hoima Road, Nansana, and his team was tear gassed. I feel that was unfortunate.
I went on a fact-finding mission together with colleagues, members of parliament from that area, to listen to these people, so that when I come to raise their issues, I am raising their issues and not just what I am thinking. And that's what took me, together with the team that went to that area. It's unfortunate, like you have said, Right Honourable Speaker, that we were met with tear gas, live ammunition. We are not going to fight. I had not even gone to tell those who are demolishing to stop. I don't have those powers. I met old people. There's a man who says he's been there for over 40 years. People have constructed huge structures, and government is watching and does nothing about it, and they settle there for years. And then you wake up now. Why? Help us understand. Was government sleeping on the job and now all of a sudden has woken up? Or are they waiting in a corner and saying, okay, you construct your structures, spend all your money, get bank loans and spend all your money, then we come and demolish? Why are we operating this way? It's important that government responds to that. These people are concerned about the double standards. Right in the middle of that area is a police station. Everything around it has been demolished, except the police station. For those that have had business structures and so on, government has been collecting taxes from these people regularly. So government needs to help us understand why operate in this way.
Leader of opposition, as the head of COSASE, I would want you to ask your chairperson of COSASE to have an interaction with the NEMA and find out what criteria do they use. Because much as we are not supposed to interfere with the enforcement bodies of NEMA, but by the time somebody starts construction, somebody settles in a place for years, and NEMA is not getting to know that this is a gazetted area for NEMA, then there's a problem. I now adjourn the House to 23rd July.
For Gntv at 12, Clinton Nahabum Jomba in Kampala.
Thank you, Clinton Nahawe, for that report from Kampala. Now, in other news, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner, Mbara District, Simon Peter Wach Kaswabli, launched a campaign in schools to fight corruption during the political seasons, or call them campaigns. This launch was done yesterday at St. Andrew's Secondary School, Rwinde. We have more.
That they are taking corruption, but they took it from childhood. They took it from schools.
The Deputy Resident District Commissioner from Mbara District, Simon Peter Kaswabli, has launched a free political campaign in school politics, a campaign to fight corruption in schools and in the district at large. He says that this campaign is a good motive to fight corruption, and this will narrate the proverb of charity begins at home.
Today, the 20th of June, year 2024, at St. Andrew's Secondary School, Mbarara, I'm launching a corruption-free elections within the schools of Mbarara district. Other districts will take us as example to launch the same in their districts. Primary, secondary, tertiary institutions, and others. Children should practice free elections of their leaders. That will help us fight corruption even at the top.
Simon Peter Kaswabli launched this campaign in the schools of Nombe Secondary School and St. Andrew's Secondary School, found in Rwinde Town Council, Mbara District, yesterday. He said that all this is because the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, opened and gave them permission to fight against corruption in the country.
His Excellency, just of recent, opened a serious fight against corruption. I thought it's prudent for me also to fight corruption from you people, from the schools, be it primary school, be it secondary school, be it institution. And the first form of corruption that you are practicing is getting Chintu Chidogo from these candidates. The first form of corruption that you are facing is you people giving these people, buying them mandas and what from the canteen. You are corrupting them to vote for you. There they will not be voting you. They will be voting the sweet or the mandas or the what and the samosas. You vote for them.
He further said that he will come up with a document clarifying on his issue of fighting corruption in schools and to punish all those that will be culprits of corruption in school politics.
I'm going to come up with a document tomorrow to all head teachers within Mbarara district to oversee all campaigns, be free campaigns and free elections. If any of these caught corrupting a voter, should be put off the list. Chairman EC, are we together? If any of this is reported with evidence that he was corrupting a voter, it should be off the what? Off the prefectorial list.
The Deputy LDC, Simon Peter, said that starting with students in schools, it's a very good move and a motive to fight corruption, and it will also teach other leaders, and it will also teach other classes of politicians in the country.
If we start from the students, and these students, the candidates grow up, knowing that I'm not supposed to pay for any vote, I want you to take that heart, stand firm, tell the people that if you want money, don't give me your vote. Stand firm. If you use that little money that you have, it will not hurt you because you planned for the campaigns. Not so? We want to harvest those good fruits. And by investing in you, these candidates, we shall have those sweet and good fruits.
Head teachers from both schools thanked the LDC, saying that this is a good move and campaign to fight corruption in schools, and they further called all schools in Mbara district to involve in this corrupt fight campaign if they want to fight corruption, starting from zero levels.
And where we have discouraged the students not using money in the campaign so that we have a corruption-free generation, because the country is being eaten by corruption in all circles of leadership. So we want to create a generation of free corruption in all elections. And today we have been graced by the coming of Deputy Radis in Bara District to launch a corruption-free campaign in all the schools in Bara District. We are very happy and grateful for him to start the launching process in our school. We want to thank you for that, and we are very, very grateful for that.
Nchibasa kuja kuletera society yitu yahinduka kukurikirira yarga okweri yazo murengo rundi omu issues za corruption. Akuba omwana yana manyangu ashimuko naronda mwejuwe omwebembezuwe atine cyamuhire nchimasa ngo bwari simba atine cyarha nchimasa ngo umuntu kwarija yine cyakwenda kumuha ari cyanga nasimara DC ahabwe kintu echo kandi hona nisima na President Museveni akwa aruna kiterera mu
za asimwe kajese aliho open Gntv in Bara.
Thank you, our reporters Aliho Open and Desire for that report. Now, the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has asked the National Environment Management Authority officials, call it NEMA, and the security personnel not to be harsh to the residents of Naweru in Wakiso district. President Museveni has also advised the residents in Wakiso to always seek advice from the planning and construction team from the district. Let's take a look.
It has been a week now since the National Environmental Management NEMA started destructing houses and people's property in Wakiso district in Nansana division in the villages including Naweru, saying that they built their houses and mansions in the wetlands. Since then, residents from Naweru, Nansana in Wakiso district have been complaining about the harsh government that they did not inform them in time so that they can transfer their property. While speaking to Mulindwa Vincent, the head of planning and construction in Wakiso district that represents Nansana including Naweru, has come about to blame the National Environmental Management Authority NEMA for not demarcating their wetlands because the residents did not be informed that they are constructing in the wetlands.
Mulindwa Vincent nanze nkiikirira ku kitundu kino ate nze ntwala ebyokuzimba n'okukola enguudo mu Wakiso district. Tulina enyiike nga buli omu nga bwakiraba naye tutuuse mu kiseera nti nno abantu babuliddwa omwasirizi asobola okubabudaabuda naddala NEMA bwesazeewo okukola omulimu guno ogw'okumenya abantu so nga baali bazimba nga tebawadde. Nga Wakiso District Council tunajjukira nti mu kisanja ekiwedde twategeeza NEMA okukola demarcations z'ebitundu bino naye tebakikola. Kakati abantu bagenze mu kuzimba olumu nga tebamanyi. Naye kati kyetulaba wano mu Naweru South olw'okuba nti balina mwaganya basazeewo batandika okweggyirawo ebintu, tetwagala okusaba era babawa obudde abasobola okweggyirawo ebintu byabwe bireme kwonooneka. Kubanga tulaba nti ettima erikoleddwa mu kumenya omuntu n'ebbaati n'oluggi omuntu asobola kukola ki kulugjawo. Kale ekiri mu Naweru South nti basazeewo beggirewo ebintu byabwe basobole okutaasa ku maali egye balina. Tubasaasira embeera gye balimu ya bunaku ya bunyiike kubanga tebaaweebwa mukisa kusomesebwa. Tulina obuvunaanyizibwa okusomesa abaana naddala ebitongole ebirina obuvunaanyizibwa kati nga NEMA yandibadde esomesa abantu bano naye tebalinda kuzimba.
While replying the residents and their leaders, the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, came about to ask the people that who does not know about the swamps and the wetlands.
I have been seeing people commenting, but where was NEMA when these people built buildings? Why did they not stop them? But why should NEMA be the one to stop these people? Don't you have eyes to see a swamp? You yourself. We don't need NEMA. Who doesn't know what a swamp is? Ekshara, if you don't know it, I can tell you in Runyankore. Tuwali na maso. Obatolina vunanyizibwa. Wajotya mu lutobazi. How did you come in the wetland? And yet you knew it was, because there are signs everywhere of what a wetland is.
President Yoweri Museveni has asked the NEMA officials and the security officials not to be all that harsh to the residents of Nansana.
So I think my appeal to the people in the wetlands, please, I don't want the Basirikare to be Bakambwe. they should give time, say, please go, and the people go by themselves. And I've seen that some people are willing to go from Nabweru. I saw it on the TV, that some of the people on their own, because this is a matter of life and death for this part of the world. Rain, water for irrigation, the wetland resources, and okujejana to filter, our natural filter. If you come to my farms in Chisels, you will see the very blue water in River Chibimba, River Katonga, very blue water which is very blue, because it is not terrestrial, it has no soil in it, because we don't interfere with the wetlands, we protect them.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has asked the NEMA and advised it to work hand in hand with the local leaders, the parish chiefs and the sub-county chiefs to advise the residents not to build in swamps and wetlands.
The NEMA should work through the local governments. Just tell the Muruka chief, if you find anybody in the swamp, we shall go for you. For the Muruka chief and the Gombora chief. Because they are the ones who live there. Why don't they stop these people? Only people I had offered to help were some few people in Busoga, a few also in Ukedi and in Chigezi, because those ones, but few, not many.
On with some new farming skills to fight poor farming tactics and methods so that productivity in the Elgon region can be of high quality. This skilling practice will take some good time in the Elgon region.
Yeah. So I'm called Dr. Ibrahim Wanyama. I'm from a consultancy group called Environment and Earth Sciences Consult. We are tasked by TechnoServe to assess the farmers under the hot map projects. These farmers are in eastern Uganda, in central and western Uganda. So TechnoServe is supporting farmers to improve on the production of horticultural products, and it's also linking up these farmers to the market, so that farmers can get good prices from their horticultural products. But one most important thing that TechnoServe considers, which is also a global agenda, is for the farmers to produce sustainably, to produce without affecting the environment, and also to produce in such a way that the future generations can also be able to produce from the natural resources, and that's the agricultural land. So what we are doing for this work, we assessed the soil health, because most of the crops, they come from soils. So we assess the soil health.
Supporting the horticulture market acceleration project, in short HOTIMA. So as TechnoServe, we as an organization have changed strategy in the recent past, and most of our interventions are going to go in what I would call regenerative, meaning that the way we do interventions in agriculture or the way we do interventions in business, an aspect of regenerativeness has to be ingrained in it. It's something that is not so different from what we've been doing in terms of climate smart interventions. So as a project, before we deep dive into those interventions, we've carried out a study that has been conducted in 3 regions, and this study also specifically also touched on the Mount Elgon region where we are today, and we hired a consultant to go and determine for us 3 things. The first one is the soil health of most of the areas where our farmers are working. We sampled a few. The second thing that we determined was the carbon footprint, determine the level of emissions that most of the interventions that are at farmer side and at business side to what level and what amount of emissions those interventions are emitting into the air.
There is a lot of knowledge gap between both farmers and the vendors, which in most cases results into a lot of wastage. If you go to a garbage bank, you realize these garbage banks are normally full of fresh food products, which in turn also has other effects like emission of gases, which today in today's meeting was quite important. Those are issues that were being discussed and shared on how to reduce the emission of those gases.
The way we are doing, just spraying these pesticides without knowing the right pesticide, it can have, maybe, I'll give an example of spraying these pesticides a few days before they are taken to the, before the horticultural products are taken to the market. They have health implications. These chemicals can cause cancer, but if you manage them well, maybe say most of these chemicals, if you spray them 7 days before you take this product to the market, they will have broken down. And then also for the soils, we have to manage the soil. It's an environment, it's a system. We have to supply the right nutrients. We have to improve on the decomposed organic residues, because these ones provide a buffer. They help in breakdown of these chemicals which we are applying in the soil, and then they also improve on the efficiency of the uptake of the fertilizers that we apply in the soil. So when you are managing soils, you shouldn't only look at applying these organic fertilizers, but it should be integrated with the organic fertilizers like mulching, retaining the crop residues in the soil, application of the manures.
Soil tests that have taken in the eastern region, and it has shown that most of our soils are deficit in the number of nutrients. We have learned on how to improve on our soils by adding manures to improve the soils. We have also gotten to learn on how we can conserve the soils. Basically, we've also gotten to know that there are gases that are harmful to the environment, what they call the greenhouse gases.
Adoptions are low because of lack of information. Other farmers lack capital. Other farmers lack capital to invest in this technology. So we are saying that if farmers can come together, form corporates, and maybe link up to the input dealers, they can give them these inputs, maybe say on credit, and then they can pay later. And TechnoServe can organize that.
Zasimwe, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. And our dear viewers of Gntv, that's all we had for today, and I'm happy to have you here. My name is ALLIAN at ATUBANDIIZE, Gntv at 12. And up next is a lunch hour service at King of Kings Church. Please come and attend with our Lord Bishop Dr. Silas Tayewa. Good afternoon.